Okay, boys and girls, it is time for story time once again. This is your bedtime story coming from Bunny Rabbit Studios Incorporated. Are you ready for a story, boys and girls? Okay. Once upon a time, there was a bunny rabbit, and he was hopping through a field of daisies. Yes, he was, and he was happy. He hopped and he hopped every day. He just hopped and hopped, and he did not over-exercise, and he made sure that he had his Gatorade, and he would play with his friends, Tiffany the turtle and Sabrina the sea lion, only when he was at the ocean, and a beautiful butterfly and a princess, and he was so happy, and he was nice to his mother. And then one day something very terrible happened. Do you want to know what it was?
Wow.
Well, there was a terrible famine in the land of the Mudina, and there was no more magical Gatorade in the stream of Gatorade, and he would go down and he would look and look and look, and there was no Gatorade. So he said, that is all right. I probably do not need Gatorade anyway. And so he just hopped and hopped, and he was very happy. But do you want to know what happened? One day he woke up and he went out to see his mother, and instead of being a very nice bunny rabbit and saying, good morning, mother, what is for breakfast and how can I help you? He said,
Mother, what's for breakfast and how can I help you?
And she said, what has happened to my bunny rabbit? And he said,
I don't know.
He said,
I don't know what's wrong with me.
And she said, I am taking you to the doctor right away. And so they went to the doctor, and what do you know but they found the beautiful butterfly, and Sabrina the sea lion, and Tiffany the turtle, and even the princess were all in the waiting rooms with their mothers too. And do you want to know what they were diagnosed with? Multiple personality disorder. There was a national epidemic in Mudina because there was no more Gatorade. And so the president of Mudina stood up and said, we must fix this epidemic before everybody has multiple personality disorder. And they did not know what to do. And the bunny rabbit's mother said, I do not know my bunny rabbit anymore. He is so different. And then he is not. And she was scared. And so, one day, the bunny rabbit and all his friends were playing together, except it was kind of mean, but they were playing in their different kind of way. And all of a sudden, they said, let's throw Princess down the canyon. And so they did. And she tumbled, and she rolled, and it hurt very bad. And she said, I will never be friends with them again. But do you want to know what happened? She hit the bottom, and all of a sudden, guess what she found? Magical Gatorade. It was down there in the bottom of the canyon, and she said, I will not share any of this with them. She did. She said that, and it was very mean, but she started drinking it and drinking it and drinking it, and it was so good. And do you know, she became herself again, and she was very nice, and she said, I'm going to share Gatorade with everybody. And she climbed the hill, and she said, look, friends, here's some Gatorade. And they drank all the Gatorade too, and they were very happy, and they were nice again too. And the bunny rabbit And the bunny rabbit and the princess and the beautiful butterfly and Sabrina the sea lion and Tiffany the turtle received badges of honor for finding the Gatorade, because if they had not pushed Princess down the canyon, they would not have found it, and the town of Remudina was saved, and they all lived happily ever after.